Beautiful day, dear soul. It's so good to have you back here on Breathe Joy with your host, Hazel. My spirit was called to share with you the beautiful, beautiful ancestral practice of meditation, which is really just connecting with your breath. It is the time to slow down, to be in stillness. And there's a lot of different ways to meditate. But in this practice that we will be doing together, we will be grounding ourselves through being still and going on a journey inward. I am back here at the Martin Luther King Community Center in Inglewood at Darby Park. This park is so beautiful, y'all. If you have not checked it out, come through. You have a beautiful, beautiful view of the city, a beautiful view of the sunset. So come check it out, to come ground and connect with Mother Earth, connect with the trees, the bees, the squirrels. The animal medicine is very, very present. So I invite you to come to this space if it calls to you. So for this episode, we will be grounding, we will be connecting through meditation. And it is so important to make space to sit down, to be with self and listen. Meditation honestly has changed my life. It has changed my life, and I am so grateful to connect to this beautiful ancestral practice of just sitting with yourself, of being with yourself, of being one. Because when you are meditating, you are allowing yourself to be still, and you are allowing yourself to be present with everything. And the more you take the time to sit with yourself, the more you're able to see what is blocking me from me. What is the thing that I have to let go of? What is the thing that I have to unlearn in order to come home to myself? And a lot of times it's old emotions or anything that has activated you. So I'm really shifting language here. So instead of saying triggered, I am now using the word activated. Why am I doing that? Because I feel like triggered has such a heavy energy and a negative connotation, when in reality, a trigger is an opportunity to get to know yourself and to see what is the next thing I am meant to work through and heal. And I like the word activation because what it really is doing is activating that energy within your body that is ready to be released. And like I said, heal through it. And when I say heal, what does that mean? So it's really taking the time to understand what wound is present in my body. And usually it's connected to some past trauma, and or it can also be connected to ancestral trauma that you have now repeated in your life, right? So remember that when you're going on the healing journey, it's not just about your journey, but it's also you taking the time to support your lineage, and not only back, but also forward. And so when you choose to go on this self-love journey, you are choosing to heal your family as you heal yourself. You are choosing to release those chains that were imposed on us so that we can be a slave to the system, and now become aware, hey, this doesn't align with me anymore. Do I need to do this? And allow yourself to feel through it so you can let it go. And meditation is the first step of really going deeper within yourself and understanding what is it that I need to let go of. And meditation has really, really supported me on my journey because it allowed me to create a safe space to go inward. And so if you haven't checked out my other episode on creating an altar, there I guide you on how to create a sacred space for you to drop into meditation. Because when you have that space, you're able to connect deeper with yourself. And every time I see my altar, this is where I go to connect. And so through my own journey, I really started to notice how meditation was helping me be more patient, more compassionate, more loving, more excited, more joyful, more loving. not only with myself, but with other people. And so remember, when you are going on this healing journey, you are choosing to prioritize yourself so you can show up better in the world. So let me give you a perfect example. Let's say you're at work and you have that coworker, right, that is always projecting, is always being rude, is always feel irritated, right? That person, unfortunately, is hurting a lot and now is projecting their emotions outward because they have not taken the time to sit with themselves. And so, and of course, that is a place to have compassion, right? That person is going through something. And unfortunately, they don't have the tools or the understanding to know how to navigate through that. And so, this is why meditation is a tool that you can use, or like I like to reframe it, a toy, a practice that you can use to support you in being more grounded in who you are. That way, if that coworker comes up to you and is acting some kind of way, all you can do is smile and send them some love. Or no, I don't need to talk to them today. Let me not entertain that energy, right? Because you are aware of what you need. And so meditation helps you build your self-awareness, right? Because now you are more grounded in who you are. You are aware. My frequency, my energy right now is peace, is calm, is grounded. And so if I interact with someone and all of a sudden I'm feeling irritable, I'm feeling overwhelmed, you are taking that on. So in my video about spiritual protection, I guide you through the process of what you need to do to protect your energy every single day, because we have to be realistic. People are in a state of pain, of fear, of exhaustion, of stress, and that is a very low vibration. And so when you enter spaces with people that are in that frequency, you now all of a sudden take that on, and it starts to become a part of who you are. So you can start to get lost in the sauce, as I like to say, starting to worry, stress, be overwhelmed, etc., etc. And so when you have a practice every morning, every day that grounds you in your energy, you are able to move more in flow in the world, meaning you're attracting abundance, you're attracting prosperity, you're attracting wealth, you're attracting good company, you're attracting that high vibrational love, right? But it all starts with you. It all starts with you. And meditation is a practice that can really help in getting to know yourself, because you're taking the time to silence those distractions, to silence all those worries. And of course, it's a practice. So in the beginning, those worries, those heavy things on your heart will start to surface, and that's okay. It's reminding yourself, I am present, I am safe, I am grounded, and really grounding yourself in your energy. And I keep saying grounded because we have to ground. That's why I'm out here in the earth, connecting with Mama Earth here, giving myself the permission to be present, to be still, to be one with everything. And so if you can also meditate outside, I definitely recommend that. That is another way to also get the support from the trees, the bees, the animals, the sun, and the wind, and all the other elements, And if you want to smoke some herb, that's also a great thing too. I've had the most beautiful experiences connecting with cannabis and meditating. And I'm telling you, transformational, okay? I'm telling you, it has really changed the game for me, and it has helped me move through my blocks with much more ease, love, and joy. So if you feel called to also spark one up while we in this, go ahead. I left my medicine in the car, but the next one. So with meditation, this is an ancestral practice. So there is a lot of communities that connect to meditating in a lot of different ways. And one of the ways that I like to connect to meditation is being in that stillness, right? Because you can also do a walking meditation. You can also do an active meditation where you're painting and kind of like in your flow state, right? And all of these different types of meditations are all beneficial, right? But the one that I'm speaking about today is sitting in stillness. And why do we want to sit in stillness? Because it allows you to be grounded and be centered. Like my Reiki master told me, we are practicing how to be the peace within the chaos. Because when you are the peace within the chaos, you are able to see all the moving parts of what is happening, which allows you to be more strategic with how you make decisions versus just, I'm just going to choose this because it's right here. But what if that's not the best decision for you right now, but you're just jumping the gun because you feel like you need to make a decision? It's important to take the time to reflect and understand, does this align with my highest good? Does this align with my purpose? And so meditation allows you to get clear on what your heart, your spirit is guiding you to do. And so I meditate every single day. This is a non-negotiable for me, right? And sometimes I meditate like 2-3 times a day, right? It's just what I'm needing. But I know every day in my morning, in my rising ritual, I ground myself through meditation and I take the time to sit with myself, to listen. I realized in the beginning when I started to meditate, I hated it. I did not like it, y'all. I did not like it at all. But I realized I didn't like it because I was uncomfortable being still. I was uncomfortable sitting with myself. I was uncomfortable being in silence. I was uncomfortable listening to my thoughts. And so I had to create a practice. And every day, some days I skipped because I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. But the more consistent I became, the longer I could sit in stillness, the longer I could hear my inner intuition, my inner goddess. She was coming through, she was surfacing, y'all. She was guiding me to the places, the people, the experiences that I was meant to go to because I was listening to myself. And that's that self-trust, right? Meditation is building self-trust, self-respect, because you are taking the time to listen to you, which is the most important thing, because you have your own inner compass. And so the more I was sitting in meditation, the more my practice kept evolving. And sometimes I would just sit there in silence and do some breath work. And other times I was called to listen to a guided meditation. So one of the tools that I like to share is Insight Timer. If you haven't connected to this app, it has been so transformational for me. There are meditation teachers from all over the world, soon to be on there as well. So look out for me. And in that space, I'm able to connect to what I'm seeking. So sometimes I need inner child. Sometimes I need more about confidence. Sometimes I need more grounding. Sometimes I'm like, hey, let me explore what's on my explore page. And so I'm able to connect with what I need. And the meditations range from like 5 to an hour, right? And so you can choose. Usually I like to do a guided meditation that's about 10 to 15 minutes. And once I do that, I'm able to be more in this grounded state after that guided meditation. And then I'm able to like go on my own, right? So stay in my own stillness, really tap into my inner wisdom and see, what am I needing right now? How can I support myself? Where do I need to breathe into my body? And so I invite you to incorporate meditation in your daily practice so that you can be more connected with yourself, right? Because this is a self-love journey. It's about falling in love with you. You are gorgeous, you are beautiful, you are divine, and you are worthy of all the beautiful, joyful things. All you have to do is take the time to sit with yourself and remind yourself that you deserve it. And the more you do that, the more you start to attract all these things that you have been praying for. So remember, meditation is key to moving in the world, because there is a lot happening right now. Wherever you are, there is a lot happening. And the world will always be lifing. So how do you keep yourself in a grounded place? And meditation is one of those practices that can really, really change the game. And so through my own evolution of meditation, I have really understood that meditation comes from beautiful communities that have already cultivated these for centuries, right? We have the Buddhists that literally connect to this on a daily basis and know that this has changed their life, not only their life, but their ancestors' life. So they continue to practice this. right? And I also started to connect to meditation through yoga, as I am a yoga teacher, and learning deeper how connecting your breath to movement could be a meditative practice. And it's a space to, again, release what no longer serves you by breathing it through. Remember, if you take anything from this video, your breath is your medicine, okay? Being conscious of how you are breathing really, really changes the game. Why? Because you are giving yourself the oxygen you need in order to function. You are using that life force energy and moving it to the places that are needing a little bit more love, right? Like, for example, if your hip hurts, take a moment, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in. Let's do it together right now. Deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in and exhale. And with this next breath, as you close your eyes, visualize, bring your awareness to your hip. Let's choose the right hip. Deep breath in and send that breath to the right hip. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in and exhale. Another deep breath in and exhale. See, it's as simple as that, just taking a moment to pause and breathe. I hope you have taken a little bit more understanding of meditation and the importance of it, right? It's building self-awareness, self-compassion, self-love, self-trust, self-respect. You are taking the time to see all of you and honor all of you because you are worthy of being seen, heard, and supported.